We have the pleasure of having Kenny Garrett on the phone right now. Kenny, welcome to WPFW in Washington, D.C.
Thank you, Rusty.
Kenny, years ago, I took my daughter to hear Miles Davis at the Capital City Jazz Festival, and I had explained to her the humor and the rationale behind Miles holding up a sign with your name on it when you soloed. And it was just such a thrill now to be able to talk to you and catch up and put full circle. Caught you out at the Clarice Smith Center a couple of years ago, and I hope to make it up to Baltimore this weekend. But tell us about how you got into this music. What got you started, and what hooked you up with Miles Davis?
Well, actually, I started playing saxophone because my father played saxophone. So I used to listen to his collection of music. I used to listen to Stanley Turlington and Joe Henderson and Sonny Stitt. And that kind of started me playing the saxophone. But actually, I really didn't want to play the saxophone. I just loved the smell of the case. So back then, they had like this velvet case, and I would just sit by the case and you practice. That's the only reason I went. But eventually, he told me the G scale and sent me to music school. And after that, I started playing, saxophone. How I ended up getting with Miles was actually, I was auditioning with, for this Prince movie with tenor saxophonist by the name of Gary Thomas from Baltimore.
Of course, yeah. Gary's a good friend for years, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was telling me that Miles was looking for an alto player and asked me if I was interested. I said, of course. At the time I was playing our breaker, I said, of course I'd be interested in Miles. And I got the number and called him, and he wasn't there, and I spoke to his valet. And then after that, he called me back later, and he said, send me some music. And so I started some music I was working on with some stuff with Art Blakey and some, other stuff I've been doing. And, then he said, it sounds like when his son is dead, dirty draw. Wow. Well, that was kind of the start of it, You've been on from there.
Boy, what did Boo have to say when you said you were moving on to Miles?
Well, actually, I saw him filming it after that. Maybe about a month later, he said, well, you look the same. You sound the
same. Wow. Boy.
Yeah.
Blessed to be part of this great music. Let me ask you a question. When you were growing up in Detroit, did you have any contact with Jerry Allen, or did you know her after she moved on, like to Howard, and graduated from there?
I met Jerry, actually. Jerry was going to Howard when I was playing with our mentor, Marcus Belgrade.
Okay, sure.
And how I met Jerry, she was coming back I think in the summertime. And at that time, I met Jerry Allen, and I met Wallace Rooney.
Sure, wow, okay.
Jerry said to Wallace, well, y'all are both 17 years old, you should come and meet him. Y'all are both up-and-coming musicians, and that's how I met Jerry. She came back, one of the summer break.
Wow, yeah, no, I knew Wallace when he was at Duke Ellington School for the Arts, and he was 16 when I emceed one of his concerts, and actually Jerry invited me to her senior recital at Howard that Marcus Belgrade performed at along with Roy Brooks. For your senior recital, having Marcus Belgrade and Roy Brooks come in to play with you was just astonishing.
Wow.
So
is there any recordings of that?
I don't know. I'm going to check with Fred Irby about that. That would be awesome if they did. Because Fred Irby put out Howard University Jazz Ensemble recordings since the 70s. So they might have that somewhere. Boy, well, you've had certainly quite a career after Miles, leading your own groups and performing around the world. What have you done, being isolated through the COVID pandemic for the last year and a half?
Mainly the shedding, reflecting on life, reflecting on the meaning of life, the importance of family, writing a little music. I finished up my latest CD, which is called Sound from the Ancestors, because we had started that actually. We had recorded around Thanksgiving 2019.
Okay, just,
yeah. So we're just trying to fix that up, but just mainly reflecting, studying, and just trying to understand this big event that happens in the whole world.
Yes, indeed. Boy.
Yeah.
So you're performing up at Keystone Corner tomorrow through Sunday. So there's even a Sunday afternoon and evening sets coming up this weekend. And you have folks performing with you, been working with you for a while now.
Yeah, well, actually, we have Vernell Brown Jr., who's playing piano. He's been playing with me for a while. And then Corker Hope, who's from the D.C., Baltimore area.
Absolutely.
He's been playing for about 10 years, too.
Yeah.
And we have Rudy Bird playing percussion. And, of course, Rudy and I played together with Miles, and he played with Lauren Hill and Rita James, and also I have Ronald Bruner, who's playing with me. I'm the one who brought him out, to kind of introduce him to the jazz world, but he plays with everybody from Marcus Miller to, Shaka Khan to Kamasi. I mean, everybody plays. So, we just come in, to have some fun. And actually, I think the last time I was there, Ronald was there with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So your new record, how is that different from what you did on Do Your Dance or some of the other recordings?
Because it's reflecting on the spirit, the spirit and the sound of the music, and I was trying to, go back and capture the spirit of, the music I grew up on, and because always it's close to my heart, and
sure.
I thought, I wouldn't do. I mean, all the records are kind of like that, but this one is a little bit more in detail, and so I was just trying to, go back and I started writing music that was reflecting that even before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm,
so everything kind of just settled in. So I think it's Do Your Dance is more about more a continuation of adding more songs to the set and just having fun and trying to bring people back to celebrating and being able to dance to music like they used to. And this was more or less about the sound. Like if you're dealing with gospel, if you're dealing with the blues, those elements that is really important to the music. So that's what I was saying. The church, the plantation, some religion stuff I'm added in there. So it's some of the experiences that I've had, with playing with Chucho Valdez, and some of that is.
Oh wow, yeah, Chucho, just incredible pianist. I'm so blessed to have met him. I got to confess, going back over the years, back in the 90s, your African exchange student was one that I played a lot on the radio. That just grabbed me so much. So we've been dealing with your music for a while now, that I've been on the airwaves.
Well, I thank you for your support. It's been a while. Just still trying to figure it out.
Absolutely. So again, I think we're all blessed to have Todd Barkin in Baltimore now, and what he's been doing with the Keystone Corner in Baltimore. Folks like Kenny Barron and the Cookers, and your great line of artists that he's been bringing into town, performing there. And so, folks, if you go to KeystoneCornerBaltimore.com, you can link up and how to buy tickets for the show Friday through Sunday, the Kenny Garrett Quintet. Kenny, it's been a real pleasure to have you on the airways of WPFW, and I want to thank you for calling in tonight. And I think I got Philly queued up. What made you choose that city for the title of a tune?
Oh, actually, I was playing a concert there. And we were talking about the dancing. Yeah. And every song we played, there was some elderly people who would stand up and they would dance to the music.
Right, okay. Absolutely.
And that's when that concept came. And it's kind of brought back memories of how people used to, come and hear the music. I mean, Baltimore has a good history.
Oh, absolutely. No. And you're getting a lot of folks coming up from D.C. Hopefully, at some point, we'll get you back into Washington also as things open up, and I'm anticipating making the trek up there in person. So I hope to holler at you in person on this thing that we're coming out of. Yeah, I'll probably do it probably Sunday evening, but we'll see what I can do. Again, thanks for calling in as we listening to Kenny Garrett in Philly. Some of the folks will be with him. Vernell Brown on piano, Corcoran Holder on bass, and Ronald Bruner on drums. Thanks again for calling in tonight.
Thank you, Leslie, and I look forward to seeing you.
Absolutely. As we get to Philly right now.